All for you, I'm down and diligent. Just know I'm down and diligent. I'm down and diligent. Ay, mama always working late. Daddy didn't work today. I got all these bills to pay, and I'm not even thinking straight. Probably twisting up a wood, trying to see what's up today. I've been engineering all my music, feeling all type of way. Drowning in my thoughts, I might get lost up in this tidal wave. Maybe I'm just tired of Seattle, I need brighter day. I get way too high, I lose my mind, I'm thinking all type of shit. Look you in your eyes, I see a star, son, your future lit. Smiling at your mama, all in love, that's my type of chick.
Episode 2, Phase 1.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
When the judge read the verdict, I lost all feeling in my body. I stood next to my lawyer and friend as we would spend our last few moments as free men. We have been charged and now convicted of robbery. At the age of 18, I made the worst mistake in my life. I made my mother cry. Walking through the county jail is different when you know you won't be walking out of there a free man.
Yo, what you just witnessed is a short clip, man, of a self-titled series from my man's D-Stall, man, called Phase 2. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tap in, we're going to get into all that. But before we get into that, you tapped into the Down and Diligent podcast. We thank y'all for coming, man, coming back. You got your boy Big Day up in here.
You got your boy Dez in here.
Boy Joy in the building. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms, man. Hit that notification bell. We got some good content, man. Go back and check us out. So
Go on and check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? But we going to jump right into it. We got my brother up in here for another one, man. He ain't no stranger up in the building. Y'all could go back on previous episodes. You know what I'm saying? He coming back with something new. As y'all just seen, it's some fire, man. I like all 5 episodes. I ain't going to hold you.
Love 'em.
We're going to talk about it, you know, because it get deep. But what you did, bro, you turned your story, you know, before the it happening and afterwards into an animation series. That showed a lot of growth, and it also showed ownership. So why did you decide to turn it into an animated series, bro?
Yeah. I got to give a shout out to my faceless friend, Political Street Views, for even putting together the animations for me. And the reason why I did that is just simply, I know that the attention span that we all have has greatly diminished, but I know that if I was to just lecture you or just give you a story, it's so common. All of us have had an opportunity to end up in prison. Even if you hadn't been there, you had an opportunity given the conditions that we grew up in. So it's not going to be nothing new. Now, to captivate to your eyes and ears, I say if I let them see it, hear it, and read it with the subtitles, then I got a better chance at keeping their attention. So that's the reason why I chose to go animation. And all of these are just stories from the book and some of the most intriguing stories to get your attention. And once I got your attention, I could push the narrative I really want to push on you.
Most definitely. Was there something in the animation that you could explain that you couldn't explain from the book?
I think the book actually gives more detail. This is just a preview. I skipped, as you notice, I jumped years. I might have jumped 1 year in this episode, 2 years from this episode, maybe 10 months. There was jumping. The book fills in the blanks. This is a promo for the book. If you want the full story, go on Amazon.com, D-Stall work.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
show,
Little
man.
teaser, little test,
Right.
little sampler.
Again, bro, the book was good, bro. I remember reading it.
Yeah.
It was it was vivid. Just like even watching the animation, I'm like, bro, it's kind of like what I was imagining when I was reading the book, bro.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
dope, bro.
That's dope, bro. What part was like the hardest though? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get into creating shit digitally, it's a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
with all of that. And then just making it into pictures, visuals that people could really grasp.
The hardest for me, I would say, the hardest for me, I would say it wasn't necessarily putting it together. I just trusted whatever. I just sent it to the guy, and I recorded my sound, my voiceover. But there's an emotional aspect that became hard. realizing I'm somebody that was, I'm the youngest child, right? Out of 5 boys from my mother.
Mhm.
We grew up in a big old apartment building across the street from the Compton's family for the first half of my life, for the first part of my life. And I got a lot of attention due to that. Young, long hair, whatever, right? And everybody's favorite, right? You know, I had a lot of potential. So to sit there, and if you see on episode 2, I made my mother cry. When I tell you, when I was recording it, it was hard for me to say those words and just like, I had all this potential and I let her down. When I was in court, when they said guilty, I turned around, I gave her my wallet, and then I just,
Mm.
and I look up and it's the sheriff like, come on, let's go walk these years off. And I'm just like, damn, I really let this lady down, man. I really disappointed my mother. So that, realizing that was, it was a battle. Recording it and just having to accept it, but I felt it was necessary because we got some teenagers in this world, in this area, that they on that path, and I know that we most likely as young blacks, we love our mother more than anything. You know, we love our mother more than God. She's God to us, and to disappoint that person, it'll be one of the most regretful decisions you ever make.
Yeah, it's a different feeling.
Mhm.
Letting, when your mom, you know what I'm saying, like,
Especially
running out of answers
she
for you.
tried to raise you right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially if she
right.
tried to raise you right, for sure.
Yeah.
I see a lot of moms engaged in the bullshit. So
Yeah.
they might think that's the right of path is, but like you said, man, you have potential. You was the baby. You was everybody's favorite. To do that probably fucked her up. Like, damn.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what's the feedback you getting from like your siblings and your family and things like that of your journey of doing the series and what comes after that?
Yeah. So I get a lot of feedback. This is the most viral thing that I've done, and it was just to leave the imprint. So the book, in the beginning of the book, I wrote 100 years from now, my grandkids. I hope y'all understand. This is just a part of the journey. This is so that y'all can, because I don't know my bloodline from 100 years ago. I don't know nothing. I just know my grandmother was born in the 30s or something. I don't really know. Um, I'm
I
not.
battle with that too. I be wanting to know too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the test, but I don't.
Man, I've
I wanna
been
take the
saying
test.
that for the longest
take the
too, man. I want to go on and do that too
Yeah,
because that's
we
important to know
understand.
where you come from.
Yeah, we really don't know, man. We was lost up in, y'all know it's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But
that's
So
a whole
many
other topic.
stories. You feel me?
Yeah.
So many stories.
yeah, the furthest we can go back is like
Yeah.
grandparent or mothers and born in the '60s, and then their mothers and parent, and it's really like we get lost of. But this story won't get lost. We got it digitally. We got it on print. We got the vocals. So you're gonna be able to find this story when you look up Starworth 100 years from now.
Most definitely. And let the people know where they could find you at on all social platforms.
Yeah,
So
I
they can
just
check
made
it
the
out.
TikTok at D.Stall Experience and underscore DEE_star on Instagram, Facebook D.Stall. And yeah, so that's the way to get at us,
Okay.
It might not even be me, it might be Nene or somebody, but you can get
Most
to us.
definitely. Most definitely. I want to add, bro. I definitely like the series. I like all the episodes, but I'm gonna say I definitely like 5. You know what I'm saying, for your transition and everything. But my favorite was probably 3 because you pretty much came up with the game plan and you stuck to it.
Mm.
You know, talk about how hard that is, how tough that is to just stick through a game plan and then follow through with it
Mm-hmm.
after your release.
Right.
Listen, man, there's a lot of the sayings that we hear when we growing up, they end up being true, right? Your mama's always right. Um, and then one of them is the company you keep, right? So for my game plan, it's really all about the company I keep. Accountability. I talk to your brother every day, and he be like, "Nigga, you got to go do that." It's like we don't let each other forget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hold each other accountable.
Yeah, so my step pops, I'm talking about this man right here. He wouldn't even. There's no chance that I could not have done something well, with him being so hard on me. He guided me through the prison system and welcomed me home. Um, so I think that it's really about the company you keep. If you got a goal and you wanna achieve it, same thing. If you wanna be the hardest nigga in the hood, go be in the hood and keep that company. You're gonna
Yeah.
end up getting there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're gonna end up making your legend, prison,
Right.
jail, or otherwise. But
I want to know what was that feeling like though? Like having that idea of the D-Stall experience in jail, but seeing it into fruition. When you came, like when you got out, you seen all the kids, like all the different activities you had going
I'll
on.
do something.
Like just
tomorrow.
seeing that
Yeah.
it started in prison, that idea, but just seeing it in person, like how that feel?
yeah, understand the episode 1 was making terrible decisions. Episode 2 was living with the consequences of those decisions. Episode 3 was in the midst of it and saying, at some point, I gotta figure. I had my mindset was right, but I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do. And then when it just hit me, I started writing it down. There was no doubt that I was gonna do this. It's just no doubt, you know. It's like when you know, you know. That's another one of those sayings. And yeah, so when I was in the neighborhood, I wanted to make sure I did an event in every place I lived: Long Beach, Bakersfield, Bellflower, and of course Rosecrans and Bullis. When I was over there, man, it started off. It was just like I had all the stuff the night before. I put it in the spot, and then kids came outside, and then next thing I know, one call after another. It went from 30 people to 50 people to about 70, 80 people. It looked like a hood there. It looked like a family reunion. And then my homegirl pulled up with the kids dancing. They brought another 20 kids out. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, that's why I talk about episode 5. And I'm just like, and I posted on my story that same day. I said, man, I just watched my greatest vision come alive. And you know how they say if I could just help one person, I'll be satisfied. Man, to sit there and that happen, and I'm like, I know I'm watching the impact in real time, and I'm saying like, you know what? They gonna remember this, and last part is after that, weeks, months, years after that. Hey, D-Stall, remember? Like they still remember, and that was the first one. We've done more, but the first one was like,
That's the baby right there.
that's the baby.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's
Because
the
that's
one.
the, you know what I'm saying? I didn't live my whole life in Compton. I got on. I could have left for good, but my dumb self wanted to keep going back to that. But I lived my early years over there, and that laid the foundation for who I became, good and bad. That is why I learned that I was athletic, that I knew how to fight. That's why I learned about my friends' talents. You know, that's where we learned. And then to watch these kids learn their talent. We brought pogo sticks out. These kids don't got pogo sticks these days. We got pogo sticks out. They brought yo-yos out. Like we took it back to the early 2000s, late 90s. And yeah, so you know, that was how I felt.
That's dope, bro. So, what do you want people to understand about you after watching this series?
Well, you have to understand, I'm on a very clear mission, and it ain't nothing that's gonna deter me from this. Priorities is my child, my mother, and the community. I want to there's nothing. Listen, a person from a rival neighborhood, anywhere, you could walk right up to me and say, "Fuck the mob, fuck Paru." I'm gonna be like, "Okay, don't say fuck Baby Star." That's where I'm at. I don't give, bro. And homeboys know I don't care. Look, I'm denouncing it. That's where I'm at. Like that stuff, I want to make sure that stuff is detached from who I am. Like I'm telling you, that shit.
Things you did as a child, you won't be recognized
Bro,
as a man.
bro. Ain't no half
Yeah.
stepping, because if I half step, I'm gonna lose the game.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, you
No, I
gotta
like
be
that.
100%.
I like that.
I wanted
Because
to-
niggas play with it.
Yeah. Let me
Nigga tell you he ain't
They
playing.
try to pick it up, put
but
it
be there
down,
when
pick
we
it
be
up.
right at the function. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big P's up. You know what I mean? Or big C's.
Whatever it is, and please allow me just to take.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Allow-
That's your village.
Nah, it is.
Allow me to
There's
take
a
2
lot
minutes
wrong
real
with that,
quick,
bro.
That's
y'all.
your village.
I'm
There's
glad
a
you
lot
brought that
wrong
up,
with
Daddy. Look, just allow me to take 2 minutes. And I want this episode to be dedicated to my little relative, right? So, like what you said, what I want to be recognized as. You don't know who watching you. You never know who watching you.
Come on.
And let me tell y'all this. My little relative, Darnay Harris Jr., he passed away. He was killed, right? He was killed. This man watched me. His sisters, he just want to walk like DeAndre, talk like DeAndre. 4 years, he was a star. Long Beach City, he went there. MVP his freshman year. You know, he was a star, but he got caught up. I went to jail. He got caught up. You know, he watched me. I never, you know, he was, you know, it was some stuff with drugs and everything. I never dealt with that stuff, but I did it. He followed my examples in other ways. The way we talk to women, man, fuck these hoes. That is a part of the lifestyle that I led him into. Even though I didn't lead him into the exact thing that caused his demise, in some ways, his mother said before she passed away that he looks up to you. I was like 11 years old when she died, like 12 years old. Like, he looked up to you, DeAndre, and no, she told my mama, my bad. My mama told me this, that he looked up to you, and you got to make sure you watch out for Junior. So for him to pass away, we had to bury him at the same place, same mortuary, same everything, in the same plot as his mother. Almost 20 years later, and I'm just looking back, like, I feel like I kind of disappointed her. And I tried to get this message out at the funeral, but this is the first time I ever spoke and got choked up. I had a great speech, and I was about to say it, and something possessed me to look over, and as soon as it caught me, I'm talking about I was flooded with tears. It never happened. So I did want to make sure I say that this is dedicated to him, right? It's a short and tragic life for Darnay Harris Jr. And I think that we should be careful how we use our influence. I know I got some influence, and it might not be as big as I think it is, but even if it ain't, it's big to my daughter or somebody in this world. Somebody is watching, and I got to make sure that person sees me in the right light. We all have to. Y'all, we all got kids, and also y'all. I'm watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, every little thing. Like, nigga, you know, I wear hats all the time. I'm bald head now, so like, your hat fly. Your hat, I like your hat, Day Day. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Even when you say simple things, you see how you said appreciate it, that make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just watch how you speak to people. Watch how we care. Watch how we conduct ourselves. Somebody is watching us, and I want y'all to.
Man, you couldn't have
Appreciate
said
that,
that
bro.
any better, bro, because, man, I always say, like, you know, be careful of what you putting out there and you giving to the masses, because you making yourself vulnerable to the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know who's watching you, but you could be out anywhere getting something to eat, and somebody could recognize you as, oh, this person of disrespect, or this person feel this way, he feel fuck all of this, and I'm a part of this. But you vulnerable, bro. You don't even know this person feeling this way. And not only just because of that, though, but because of the youth. You know what I'm saying? These kids, they look up to us. There's a lot of kids that look up to us. They might not run up to us and tell us, but they watching everything that we do and the things that we say. So that's very important, and it speaks volumes on you, bro. So shout out to you for that.
They hear the things you say and want to do the stuff you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They mimic what you. They repeat what they hear and mimic what they see.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
So let me ask you this, though, just to kind of switch tones a little bit. Why do you feel that is that we chase that, though, as a black people, as a people? You know, the internet, the clout, the disrespecting people, just to get some kind of notoriety brung to us. Why do you feel that is?
Because people like violence and ignorance. America was built on it.
On violence.
Yeah, America love a gangster story, bro. We'll never get that fucked up.
But
We'll never get that.
what I'm saying is, you right about that. But like, as far as us, we would throw our brother under the dirt, bro. if it mean putting light on us. We
That's what,
see that a lot.
well, that's
in
because
our
most of
culture.
us was, like I said, when we talk on the thing, most of us was raised to only look out for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
With a whole big family.
Right.
Niggas still think about themselves.
Right. And then they see the next man as just competition.
Yep.
Like, so he like just a stepping stone to get to where I want to, wherever direction I want to go, bro. So
Yeah, I seen
if
that
it's
firsthand.
if it's disrespecting that person, I know you asked him, but but if it's disrespecting,
never.
if it's disrespecting the person, you know what I mean? If that's what's gonna put me in a better situation, like fuck him.
From hustling to the workforce, we don't look out for each other. For nothing. For nothing. I mean, ever since I got a job, nigga not letting, but them Hispanics, they don't even gotta like them. I don't fuck with Hector, but I'm gonna make sure Hector
He
okay.
good. He
He gonna get a job.
Mm.
You feel me? They don't like each other, nigga. They be in there about to kill each other, nigga, over the pallet jack. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Us,
I was watching something. I'm sure y'all all seen it. Some young Crip dudes as a video. I don't know what they was doing, a vlog or something like that.
Yeah.
And some Mexicans. They rode up on them, put up on them or whatever, hopped out. Dissed they hood. They from a hood or whatever. Dissed they hood, got up on them. The black dudes, they like, oh, it's like that. But then they wind up talking to them, being friendly or whatever. Whatever that's, if that's how y'all do, I don't judge nobody or whatnot. But I couldn't help but to think, if there was some black dudes that would have put up like that, the tune might have changed. But it might have not, though. But at the end of the day, I just feel like you said, we accept other races, even like the Mexicans, more so than we do ourselves. We respect them more. Why is that?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. To even go back to the beginning of that, it's that if I ask all y'all a question, I know y'all answered. Everybody in here, where you going? Where you going tonight? If
To the house.
Home.
those young men was trying to make it home, so I understand
I definitely understand
that sometimes it get. I done been scared before. I done been pushed up on before. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And another side of me though is like, I done been young before. When I was that age, that's when today if that happened, I wouldn't do the same thing probably like that. They probably wouldn't even approach us, to be honest. But like if it was blacks and we seen that, to be honest, older black dudes in their 30s and 40s, like they probably wouldn't even trip if they seen some Mexicans like just out. It ain't in nobody's hood. Like it's just like they probably just keep on pushing.
we
But I'm
won't say
gonna
that to them.
this is what like we have. We not finna sit here and lie like we all friendly. Mexicans is the most racist people that I've ever encountered. Specifically the Mexicans in Los Angeles County. If you go to any institution, bank, you can go to a restaurant, any hospital, anywhere where they have to serve you, where they're typically because they're the most popular race up around here. They are definitely prejudiced towards us. Go to a bank, any of us go to a bank and cash a check, they're gonna be like, okay, like come on, man, this is like $200, like so we're not gonna sit there and act like they don't do that, and it makes us like that, especially when we're young. And last
Seen
point,
that happen to me. A
when we're
lady
young.
took a nigga 100, took my 100 and went like this.
yeah, like, so it puts something on us. Then a lot of these street politics, those dudes are all street dudes. A lot of these street politics come from prison, bro. If you ain't never been racist before, you gonna be racist when you get up in there. You gonna have you ask a Mexican, you gonna be like, why y'all don't like us? Just because you're black. This is a real thing, conversation I had. What's up? Why y'all don't like us? It's just because you're black. What about blackness is there for you to be prejudiced about?
Yeah.
Jealousy, brother.
They were taught that.
They was taught that.
Somewhere might have started, but like,
Who's taught that? No.
Even in the
Who's
home.
taught that?
Even in the home, we just talking about it. It's in the home.
But it's about being taught. It's about what we teach.
We don't teach that to our kids. You know what I'm saying?
And lastly,
If anything, we
Everybody-
teaching. I grew up, it don't matter what color
Yeah,
you are.
of course,
type.
man.
Exactly.
All of us
Black people
grew
were
up with a
really-
Mexican friend, and when we got older, he wasn't our friend no more.
yeah, and this is true. Like my daughter, the reason why I was late here, right? I was at ballet class. She is The only black. It's another black, but she's mixed with Mexican. Is a white Mexican. And I gotta make sure I go talk to these teachers like, listen, you're dealing with the only black girl here. Now, make sure you don't treat her, matter of fact, treat her with favoritism. Because I need these other kids to know, because let me tell y'all something, man. My daughter in ballet, this is like last week. Every week we go. She's just sitting there, listening to the teacher talk. Little girl over there like playing with her hair. Why you not playing with these other girls' hair? Playing with her little braids. And then
I would have infuriated me.
I was mad. So outside of the class, I want hair like Dallas. It's just like these kids are innocent. They don't really mean, but it's like that's what makes these black women insecure, because that's why they always. Now I understand why black women say stuff about their hair.
Yeah.
Now, I never understood it before, but now I get it. Watching that happen with my daughter, and she was so innocent. And after a while, she kind of got annoyed a little bit. And I'm in the window; they can't hear it, but they can see it. So I'm just like, sit down.
Yeah.
And because she always looking out. So that's my opinion on this race relations and that.
I'm gonna say this, just to go back what you said, like, you know how we all said we going home. That's where we destined to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if God says the same. So with that being said, what I'm saying is like you denouncing, you know what I'm saying, your ties to gang banging and everything. These young men, they didn't do that, right? Mm-hmm. So on the internet, it's this persona. This is what's up. This is where we from. This is what goes down here. Anybody that come around here, depending on how you perceive it, but that's how you perceive it. This is us. What's happening with anybody that's against us.
Yeah.
But then when that comes into fruition,
I fuck with my Mexicans.
You get what you asked for.
Yeah.
You get what you asked for, bro. So when that happens, and then you do something like that, you gotta take into consideration that they gotta be responsible in a way, because this is the persona you guys are putting on, because it's an image of impressing people to the masses.
Yeah.
And it's not really you. That's not really your lifestyle. That's not what you should be
Let's
doing.
stop putting civilian rules, like they say, stop putting street rules on civilians. Let's stop putting civilian rules on street niggas. Nigga, because they wanted to go home, but sometimes as a gangster, sometimes home ain't out.
But I don't want nothing to happen to my young brothers.
No.
I'm not talking about
nothing
no
happening.
violence.
I'm not talking about nothing happening. When you press that gangster role, sometimes home not an option. You a gangster, nigga. Go stand on gangster shit. That's what that's what I don't like about shit sometimes. Everybody's so gangster till it's time to be gangster.
Yeah.
Then it's we outnumbered. No, nigga. No, I didn't seen niggas. I didn't seen niggas go first 10. Like, nigga, so what? I'm standing on that.
Facts.
I didn't seen it. So they get a pass because they was no, they don't. That's why niggas saying they should get DP'd and all that. Because when you gang banging and you in these videos dissing niggas, before I heard of him, I heard his music. And I was like, this little nigga decent. Mm-hmm. Start seeing hood vlogs, he gang banging. He more gang banging.
You denouncing the civilian shit.
You're denouncing the civilian shit. I don't want to hear.
It's no straddling the fence.
It ain't no straddling the fence.
Because when you do, that's how you get. That's how bad
ATF Crip. You bang that. You bang that like you doing that music. I'm from Compton. Nah, nigga, them niggas said fuck Compton. Let's go. Let's go. Them niggas dissed. Niggas is boop up, but in gang banging world, them niggas suck. In civilian world, they can come over here with me and be like, no, I'm good. Nigga, I can run. Y'all can't run. Yeah. I can run. Right. That's what niggas don't get. I can get on. You can't. Niggas is gangster.
Right. That's a fact. Right. That's a fact.
I'm keeping it real though.
That's a fact.
Niggas claim gangster and want to do civilian shit. No, keep that shit gangster.
That's a fact. Right, bro.
You took the pledge. That's why I tell niggas it's harder to be a street nigga than it is to be a regular nigga. Because there's too many rules in street shit. Because you can, it's always a politicking.
Hey. Okay, look, man, I got so much love for you. The only thing is, what you saying is like, that's how you turn them little niggas into inmates with life sentences. Because next time they making sure they might not even, they gonna be the ones to initiate it. Look,
see, I want them to just leave shit alone.
I feel you on that. It ain't them. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. But when you doing that, it was gonna be a hood vlog. If the message didn't come, them niggas is about to game bang all on that vlog. Everybody get ready to get it cracking. This shit, all that. Niggas is boo boo over there. All that till that happened.
Yeah.
And I respect that. Like that shoot, niggas. I pray people see that and be like, that ain't for them, because all it is the same cycle.
It ain't for none
Death,
of-
penitentiary. I ain't gonna lie, nah. It's some niggas that's bred to do that. They should go to the army. But it's some niggas that's bred into the violence.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sad to say.
Understand this. Look, man. I was gonna send this to you last night because you was out. I seen something and it said, after all these years, who won the war between the Crip and Bloods?
No, I don't know.
You just said it. Death in prison.
Yeah.
The graveyards.
The white man.
Right.
That man won.
Yeah.
We all there's you only can lose dedicating your life to this. You 40 years old, you cannot be doing this. You 30 years old, you should not be doing this. And you 20 years old, you shouldn't even be getting involved with, like, you're only going to lose. You're only going to lose if you continue to do that. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you. I don't even want to go there. I'm sorry.
Go there.
No, I shouldn't do that.
And because it's not even, I'm finna tell you this way, man. Our shit not even cracking like that. That shit not even getting the views. Y'all niggas doing that ain't getting the views. You wanna know why? Because nobody doing nothing. It ain't like Chicago. No, I ain't trying to start nothing, make niggas do something. But
But ain't no real war.
it ain't no real
going on
war,
like
bro.
that.
Y'all,
Yeah.
we from California. We respect the fight more than the nigga, the bang a nigga. Because the nigga that bang a nigga, when as soon as he go away, nigga like, he a bitch. The nigga only ask for a fade and all that. You feel me? We not like Chicago and Philly where these niggas is switching shit and that's a million view shit. We are fighting and arguing online.
Hey, understand that. I want to say this too. Also, if a nigga got an issue with me, you better be at a mature level in life and know how to talk it out. Because you're going to be mad because I'm not finna fight you because I feel like I'm too grown for that. I don't even know if I can fight like I used to. And I'm not finna go to prison. You better know how to talk it out. That's one other thing I want you to understand. But look.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I love that. That makes...
It takes consistency. We have to be consistent with this. I can't just say this and then you piss me off. Like we can, like, all y'all cool, but they been acting like a bitch since the first day I met him. He been a buster.
Yeah.
He got to say that.
All right, now the reason why I say that is because to show you how there's preset responses in our head once we hear certain things. I told him I liked his hat earlier. He said, thank you, I appreciate it. And then I say, now of course he know I was joking right now, but when I say you're a bitch, he like somebody would be like, that's an insult.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
That's how it is when I talk to people. When you meet people in the streets or whatever, they're you have something that you know you can say to that person that's gonna set up their own. You can. That's why they say you can control your life. You can control if you want to if you got a test in school. If you study, you're gonna boost your chance statistically of passing. If you don't, then you're gonna lower your. That's how it is when it comes to our interactions.
Study low, study low, whatever they say, all that.
Yeah. So same thing with those dudes. They took their chance. They said now if they get to then it's gonna. We lose and they might got, I don't know if they might got a gun, whatever. I ain't got no gun. But that's why they just said, let me take a chance on being nice. We A's too. You know what I'm saying? We know that it was Buster shit. We're not gonna lie. But if it takes Buster shit to get back home, go home. But the thing is, I'm with you. Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Yeah. Stay home. Tell niggas I'm straight. I seen something I didn't like, and I'm not coming back. Like
right.
to be. Like,
that's how it was with me in prison. That's how it was. I ain't going. You niggas real tough in there.
I didn't like it.
Hey,
coming back, bro.
It's some niggas that's tough up in there. I'm telling you, and that's how it with the streets with prison. I seen a nigga. Believe it or not, it's a nigga that been to prison. He beat so many niggas up, he had to get his hands registered by the police. I'm sorry. Every month.
Every 30 days.
Hey,
the hands registered.
Hey, he'll beat me up probably. But I'll talk some sense into his ass. Look.
Everybody needs some sense talking to them, man. That's still doing crazy shit at their big age where they there ain't no minor shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes, like you said, I feel like that shit was for kids. You feel me? I respect the ones that get older and be like, yo, that was crazy. I should have been doing that and trying to build some shit up. But most of the time, this is these niggas' identities, bro. Yeah. Nigga talk about peace, then in the next breath, bang on you. And be like, what are we doing?
What are you talking about?
What are we doing, man?
That's all you got to offer.
All I got to offer, bro.
Yeah, it's sad. You said before you came here, we spoke. You said you had a message for people that might be in prison, that might be giving up.
Mm.
What message? What would you tell them directly?
Man, look, man, you could go get sentenced to 1 year, and every day you gonna feel like they never gonna let you out. You could go get sentenced to the death penalty, like your father, right?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like they ain't gonna let you out. The only way. Now, for me, I had a cheat code. I had people in my ear. I had a girl telling me, "Man, you're not gonna do all that time. You're not gonna do all that time. You're not gonna do all that time. We're gonna have. I'm gonna be waiting on. I'm here." I had my stephouse telling me, "You just passing through. You just passing through." You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a company you keep and everything. But for you fellas that's in there, you know, if somebody in there, they can see this. The only way is to keep going, not giving up. I know that's cliche, but the thing is, when it go right, I'm talking about everything was just on standstill for like 5 years when I was in there. I'm doing this work. I'm going to my committee every year, my annual meeting, and I'm like, what's going on? What's the status? They're like, yeah, you got to do more. Go back and do more. Go join another program. Go do carpentry. Go do AA, NA. Nah, I ain't never even touched a drug before. Like,
You're doing it.
I don't even drink. So I'm doing it just to get like whatever they say. Just keep. I'm like, this is stupid. We sitting up in there, and then eventually something good happened. Then something good happened like 3 months later. I'm talking about they took off 10 days. They took off 30 days. They took off 3 months. They took off 2 years. I'm like, in 1 year, I'm just seeing like my release date go from 2024, 2023, 2020, early 2023, 2022, 2021. I'm like, it's 2020. My shit say 2021.
You like, oh, I'm out of here.
Mm.
Wow. Like, it just takes, but when it happens, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like boom, 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 snowball.
The build up, man.
So that's what I hope that the men up in there and women up in there understand. And when you get here, there's something that the Bible talks about, and it talks about free will. Now, there's something called free will, and when you get that free will, you're gonna have the opportunity to do all the drugs you want without having to sneak and do it. To gamble all you want and blow your money. You're gonna have the opportunity to go sleep with whoever you want, unprotected, have a million kids, catch whatever. Free will. And that is the fall of man every time. That's why these billionaires getting caught on these islands, getting caught in these hotels, kicking their girlfriends, because they have the free will to do so. If they was under a structure, then they might not, even with coming to like gaining weight and everything. That's why niggas I go to the pen, come out like this, and then after a couple of years, we just looking normal. When we losing, we gaining weight or whatever, because we not on that program where we know we getting meals and we working out every day. We gotta stay because free will.
Yeah.
So keep fighting. The best privilege you can have is free will. But once you get that free will, there's a great responsibility that come with that. And I'm waiting in this world for y'all to get out and make it. And just don't give up.
I might kick that speech to my kids.
That's
My mama, nigga, that's because that's true. That's true.
Right, bro.
Anything, free will, bro. It's free will. Anything can happen with your
Down
free
for
will,
it.
bro. You can fuck it up or you can take it to the moon.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. I like that on my mama. That's a you know what I mean?
Hey, do you feel like redemption is real for everybody?
Yeah, you can redeem yourself. You could go get scored on and then go get an interception the next drive. That's redemption. Redemption it comes in small aspects and it also comes macro. So yeah. Everybody has the opportunity to redeem themselves, especially when you make a mistake or you let yourself down or you fail the mission a little bit.
Right, especially if it was younger or something. I feel you.
But I want to say this about redemption. Something that I'm still dealing with. I promise you, and I don't know if it's ever going to change. I don't have the power in me to let a woman redeem herself. I don't have the power.
Hey,
Go to that
so ain't that
segment.
ain't that like a contradiction though?
Get to that.
Very much so.
He only human.
But why? What's the difference between you redemption of yourself or anybody else in a woman?
Look, man.
I like that.
Someone told me, she was like,
I mean,
before I even released the book and all this stuff, she knew about it. She was like, what happened to all that phase 2 stuff? It's about forgiveness. I said, yeah, but I didn't know that. Like, whoa. Hey, man.
sometimes that hits you in their heart, that burn. They can't even look at you the
bro.
same.
Hey, man, when your body
yeah.
don't react the same to a woman, it's like she's not even ugly. She's not a bad person, but
You know, I know what you did last summer type shit.
You know what you did? Yeah.
hey, man, yeah, you broke me.
So how did your experiences change what you look for in a woman then?
Ooh, man.
Is Stall in a relationship right now?
No. Nope. I'm not even gonna sit there and say that.
All right,
you know?
before you answer,
I could just lie, but of course I talk to people. But right now I'm on a mission. Like I'm talking about since about December, November, I've been on a mission, and I told myself I ain't even dealing with women until I hit this financial goal. Like I'm talking about aggressively saving. Boy, I must have did something on Valentine's Day, lost my whole paycheck. I said, damn, Boy, the relationships is expensive. Everything costs a lot, and women ain't dealing with you when bro. Go and get your success. If you gotta almost come up with somebody and deal with the hardships of it, and that's my problem. I've been weak because I feel like you did what? I get about because I that's my worst part of me. Any aspect. I had one girl that she helped me. She was like, we're not going to quit. Because I used to hang up. All right, what? Get mad, whatever. I'll go somebody else. But she's like, no, we're going to talk this out. I'm not dealing with her no more. But she taught me that, right? But I was doing it after I was done talking to her. But I just, that's my thing is working. That's my weak point. It's like things that other people may have forgiven or let go. I'm just like, bro, I just can't do it, And so anyways, the reason, I'm just focused on this goal right now, and a big reason why, to be honest, the number one reason why I have an issue with being in a serious relationship right now is because of my daughter. I give so much time to her. All my free time goes to her. Work, my child, work, a little bit of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Women want all of your time, and I'm not saying that. It's just like I gotta pick the right woman to be around her, and then it's just difficult, you gotta be the right woman to be around my daughter.
Yeah,
and there's
right.
certain things that I be like, the deal breakers.
Right, what's some of those things that you see though? Like, what are some of the?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Some of the. All right, look. Damn, man. All right.
We just trying to.
All right, look. There's certain things, there's deal breakers for me. Forget the red flags, deal breakers. The minute I hear you say any of these LA language, on the dead, homie.
Yeah,
dead.
you're dead.
Cuz,
Dead.
blood.
Oh, my mama. I'm with you. If I hear dead homies, I'm going nuts.
I don't care if you're joking.
You're dead to me. My mama.
I like the illusion of thinking I got a real
woman.
Yeah. Now, I like the illusion of thinking like I work. You know what I'm saying? Some of it be too easy. Sometimes I'll be like, well, but okay. So that is a big thing, right? That's a deal breaker. I don't smoke. If you smoking cigarettes, you can go ahead and kick rocks.
Okay, I want the cigarette shit.
I don't do it. You can't do it around the kids. Like, it's just like, don't be doing it so much. You know what I'm saying?
I respect not doing it around the kids.
Yeah. And then drinking, don't be out there getting sloppy drunk. Because my job is to protect this family, protect you, right? So if you putting yourself in situations where I gotta come save you, my form of protection is telling you, hey, don't go there. Don't go there. Now, if you decide to go there and now you need my assistance, you didn't put our family at jeopardy, our situation at jeopardy because you want to go there. So now,
I feel you on that because I'm a tripper.
Yeah.
I'm a tripper.
Protect me.
I trips.
Protect me.
Hey, you true,
Right.
man.
I be going. Well, I'm the type of person that if my girl get into something, we all fighting. Everybody fighting. Everybody who came, all fighting.
Right. That's
Everybody going up.
Everybody.
That's what I be on like about like just like a girl. What she wearing? Like, you're not wearing that where we going because I'm gonna have to react if somebody
Yeah,
say some
yeah.
shit. So to save all of us from getting into
Yeah.
some shit, we just not
Why
gonna
would you
worry
even
that.
do that?
just
Well, why would,
protect
And then
yeah,
sometimes it's like, why would you even do that?
Right,
Like,
why
why would I have to tell you that?
right.
Then you get now I'm controlling.
Now,
Yeah.
now it's like
Yeah.
correction. Now I
Right.
can correct you. Yeah, I feel you on that.
I don't like you for who you are. All of a sudden.
You made me wear. You made me wear this. I had to look.
Cause these niggas, like, yo,
I had this on when you met me. Fuck that,
I
right?
know them.
Like, damn. That's what they
Hell
notice.
no,
It ain't
man.
about you and me. 'Cause I know them. I know them. They don't respect you.
You gotta be able to make it very clear. If I gotta ask you, make it clear, like what you want, what do you want? Because I'm gonna let you know I really like and I want to do this. Or hey, look, we just messing around. But like you gotta make it. If I gotta keep questioning you, if you can't make it clear to me, then it's clear to me.
Mm.
Do you feel like a man could live a street life and have a healthy relationship?
Listen, man. Oh, go ahead.
Women comes with the streets. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And nigga in the streets, you trying to juggle. Well, you juggling home, you could take care of home, but this what comes with the streets. And a lot of times, most of the time, I feel like a man's biggest downfall also is free will, like you said, but it's also the wrong woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, do you feel like you could have a healthy relationship and still live a street life?
I mean, I guess I've seen it before, but I don't think we should just be living the street life at all. There's too many Big Brother is always watching you these days. It's the eye in the sky. You're not gonna beat it. It's not like it was in the 80s or 90s when they were selling crack from a $50 nigga turned into a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that anything involving the streets, bro, you gonna put my step-pops was in the streets. They had a healthy relationship. They married, right? But guess what happened? Boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead. Come here. Yeah. Mob James told on you. Let's go do these 10 years. Come on. Now guess what happened? I'm coming up. He not from the mob. My step-pop's not from the mob. But I'm coming up in these streets. We grew up in the mob. Get put on this mob. Mob James is the one who took my leader away. So my step-pops was hot. Nigga, you wouldn't got put on the same hood. Niggas told on me.
Damn, so did that make you look at older homies different and shit? I mean, you still got your solid older homies because you can't go off of just one nigga from that. But at the same time, it's like this nigga
Hey, he did damage. He did damage.
Yeah, he
Putting
said
my
that with
pops
so
away.
many people.
Hey,
bro.
Mob James did damage,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out James McDonough, man.
He did damage. Yeah, this is not the third or fourth
Right,
cat I done
yeah.
ran from the
I
Biddy.
can't tell somebody else that's putting a man in prison,
Like,
man, and taking them
he
away
not
from
you
his
know what I mean?
family.
Like from over there that and said like
Like-
Mob James then got him 15 and did that.
yeah.
Like,
Oh
I know,
yeah.
yeah.
He told on his own brother.
for shit show.
Oh, that was
Yeah, he
that
said
was
that
was
too.
later though. That
Told
was
on
later.
his own brother.
That wasn't a part of that case, but yeah.
No, you know what I'm talking about. The
I was
FG?
they booed.
FG, no, but not FG. I heard him
That
on
case-
the internet. I'm talking about niggas on the
Oh yeah.
got the push. Old school niggas used to be the man back then, and it came home and was like,
Man,
Yeah.
nigga,
No, that man-
Suge friend.
that man did it. That man did it. Damage, man. I remember that. I'll never forget that day. They night. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody was, I remember waking up and just walking. They was like, all I hear was, I look up, it's flashlights. I don't know what's behind those flashlights. Now I know now, them was big guns. And then, are you DeAndre? I'm like, yeah, I got on drawers. And then when they open up the door and I'm walking out, I just see my step-pops in the back, handcuffed, looking at me with a face of regret.
Yeah.
And man, he had to climb up out of that. But you don't know how difficult that was when I was going.
Man.
When I was going to college, he was getting out the halfway house. He was getting out the pen, go to the halfway house. And I remember I had to ask my coach, Coach Keynes at Cerritos, like, hey, is it okay if my step-pops come to this meeting? Because they was recruiting me. You know, it was junior college, but they was recruiting me. And he said, yes, okay. But just like stuff like that, you know, that's a cycle. Then I ended up prison halfway. Like, we break it. We're not doing that, man. We
Breaking
ending
them
that cycle.
cycles.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
straight up, say that.
It's not
So
happening.
look, so what views that back to what I was saying? What view did that give you of the older homies and James McDonald Shit like that.
That in particular, I was just always a little boy to the older ones that's around his age, but the ones that's a little bit 10, 12 years older than me, I really didn't look. I was so wrapped up in it. I was so brainwashed, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So trying to be like these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And some of them didn't fail from grace. I'm talking about since in recent years, and I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my step pops, man. I don't even want to say some of the things he done said, but I definitely looked like those death row days. They had all the gangsters, they had all the money, but boy, they had some informants,
Hmm.
and he led the charge. And he tried to say it was because his brother died. He tried to say it was because his brother Bunchy died. This happened. He started telling in 2000. It was a 4-year thing. He started telling in 2000. Bunchy died after that. He was telling while Bunchy was alive, but nobody knew.
Hmm. Ain't that some shit? With all that being said, what do loyalty look like to you now?
Can you just elaborate? a little bit?
Within everything that you've been through, right? If we just do a slideshow of your life, you know, starting from the animated series, from that age, up until everything that you have to succumb and face until now, today, and knowing what you know, what does loyalty look like to you?
Loyalty, I feel like that's really about the mission. What's the mission? Are we loyal to this? Fully loyalty and dedication goes hand in hand. I feel like if our mission is to go right there, are you loyal to this? We doing this together? We locked in, we gonna get there. Now beyond that, we might get to that point, go our separate ways or whatever. But we locked in at least until we get to that point. But there has to be a common goal, an understanding of where we're going in order for us to be loyal to something. So I feel like
Most definitely.
I feel like that.
Most definitely, bro.
I like that one.
What y'all want to add?
I like that. Well, what you told K Stone when the first time we did it was unconditional.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
unconditional love.
Yeah.
Love with the loyalty.
Love with no condition. Yeah, and doing shit for somebody and not expecting. You know, not holding something over somebody's head, just doing it really out the grace and the love of you and just keeping they words and shit sacred to you. You know, having that real relationship with them on hand to hand, bro. Not just going through somebody, you know, being direct.
Be my dad.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what
Shit,
Zach was
bro.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, before we get out of here, I wanted to get y'all opinion about the episode. I know y'all said y'all like it overall, but give me some of the things that stood out. And also I wanna I'm gonna say it after I'm gonna give my breakdown of it and
Yeah.
take us out. Let me know what y'all think. Like give me some real
Yeah.
feedback, highlights, even if it was something that was low.
Nah.
But
Yeah.
give me even what stood out to y'all, even whatever y'all can remember.
What stood out when you got found guilty? The heart. I felt that part. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this
Yeah.
nigga
See
here.
Yeah.
You can see the heart.
You can see the heart. Like,
Oh,
oh,
damn.
like then you
That
came
was
and said the
hard.
nigga tapped you on the shoulder. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna even get the chance to even
Yeah.
say nothing to nobody. Let's come
Yeah.
on. Like that's. I wish that on no person, and that's so fucking scary. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I like the clips of just being in this experience with your kids and you just animate them, like just bringing the reality back to the cartoon.
Yeah.
But in back and forth, bro, that
The
was
overlay.
hard. That was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I liked, bro, like I said, the third really stood out to me because you came up with that plan and then it led to the fourth and the fifth of everything that you pretty much said you was gonna do, you did it. And then the fifth, how you just had like the vendors that you had out there, those was real actual people like cutting hair, doing the double dutch, you could see all of that. And then you made it into an animated series, how you did that. I like that. Bro, in part two, I like two as well. Two was when you met your celly, right? And he put you onto the books.
Yeah.
And then you was more into the urban novels, but then you got into the deeper shit later. I liked them all, honestly, bro. But I said the part that really stuck out to me, bro, was the three, because it was a mindset.
So you
thing.
say 3. Two.
Two with the mother.
I like the last
mom
one.
with the heart with
Oh,
letting your
fire.
mama down, man. That's like you said. That's some of the niggas' greatest fears right
Yeah.
there.
And
Disappointing
bro.
moms.
Yeah.
Man.
And I also like how you was like, you know, your mom was like your biggest blessing, everything you loved the most
Oh, yeah,
until what was that, August
4th.
August 4th when your
Hey,
daughter
Leo,
came.
you feel me?
And that
Oh,
changed.
that's
I
all.
like that.
That's
I like
all.
how you put
Yeah,
that.
yeah. When I even seen it, how he did it, because I sent him the clip, I sent him the voiceover, I sent him what I'm gonna say, and I say match this scene with these words, and I feel like he brought a sense to that last episode, and then that scene right there, and then he had showed me holding her with tears, and I'm like, that was really how it looked,
Yeah.
like I was
Yeah.
really
That's
holding
hard.
her.
That's tough.
Shout out
You
to
see-
Political Street
And then
Views,
as you
man.
see,
shout out to him.
my nameless, faceless friend. And then as you see the last scene, y'all remember the last actual clip?
Were you showing with you? Was it taking with you the picture with all the people with you, P-Dog and them?
Nope. The last actual clip was I was holding my daughter. I was on the street, and there was a sunset behind me, and I was walking off into the sun. I was holding her, and then I had
don't know if I seen that
gun, I had the bandana, the handcuffs, and the football. And it was like, the last words I said was, on that day, I let go of everything that ever held me back.
Mm.
And then, yeah, so I
Was that all the shit?
matter of fact, if you go on the on my post, my most recent post, not my reels, go on the post, it's a slideshow. Go on that slideshow, and then it's the very last slide. It's about 16 of them, I think. And also I want to end it. I want to say the breakdown. Let me ask y'all this too as well. On the last post,
Which one right here?
yeah, no, that's the reels. Oh no, that's the post. Okay, yeah. So the one on the right, on the right, the fourth one. Yeah, that one. Now go to the last slide on that. Go to the final slide. Yeah. It's this picture right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's powerful, dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful, dog.
So, okay, so look, man. Shout out P Dog 2B Parker 200 Inc. over there.
Shout out P-Dog.
Yeah, they got
Dog, man.
Friend of the show.
Hey man,
Other
and
P-Dog.
yes, and I want shout out to them. They got a lot of resources, man. I like
Yeah.
working with them. I'm gonna work with them again. We got something coming up. I'm gonna
I
tell
was
you
just
about
about to
it.
ask that. Yeah.
Got it coming up, but and I like what P Dog said too. And on those clips, I said I'm the hood hero, and the reason why I can say that is like P Dog said. If you don't believe it, go bring some horses to the hood. Go bring $20,000 worth of haircuts and food and drinks, backpacks, wristbands,
Yeah.
toys. You go do that,
Yeah,
and then you can
right.
be the hood hero. Daddy, what you told me when I said I was a hood
Suge
hero?
just texted me and said he got something to say.
Ain't nobody done this. Hey,
Say it,
nobody done this since the $500 million man.
Come on,
Suge
man.
ain't never stood out there where I stood out there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
straight
saying?
up.
Yeah.
That's respect, bro,
Yeah.
and that's a fact. That's
Exactly.
a fact.
So he did what he did, but I was out there.
He didn't. Nobody he get to touch the babies or nothing. He didn't get none of that. He just sent somebody else.
Yeah, but even, you know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out.
I'm talking about when I was out there.
Good for him.
You know,
Yeah.
when I was 18. But so I want to say that. And also one more thing. What do y'all think should be next? Y'all seen that poll I put up, right? I don't know if y'all recall, but I
See
said,
the poll.
what do y'all think should be next? Concept. Story about getting put on, story about getting my heart broken in prison, some daddy-daughter days, or dedication to the lost loved ones. Everything we talked about in here. What was y'all think?
I think, me personally, I think you got to go with the daddy daughter. Then you got to, because you got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep
Yeah.
going forward. We could talk about you getting put on, but that's going backwards. You know what I'm saying?
They be like a memory one, like, oh,
Yeah.
Something could come up and that could be a flashback, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. So you gonna keep it going?
We keep it. So the ultimate goal with this is, that's why I just make the TikTok and everything. I'm talking about every week I want to do a daddy-daughter day. We went to gymnastics this week. We went to ballet this week. We went to the park because she was messing up. Went to the school. She was messing up. She was doing very well this week. And it's showing the real footage a little bit, the overlay with the animated form of us. And y'all get to watch her grow because all of this is for her and whatever she develops and leaves behind in her life. So that's what the ultimate goal is. Now, if I want to get some views, I can talk. Nobody really. This is the first time I ever even went on the podcast and even mentioned the mob or whatever, like the Paru, any of that. Nobody. I don't got on my internet, like or none, my Instagram or none of that. So if I want to get some real views, especially if political street views posted with me, a story about getting put on, bro. Whether you got put on or you didn't get put on, we all been at that crossroads where it's like, should I or should I not?
Yeah, because you only got to stay there. You didn't get me my opinion off. I'm ignorant. I was gonna let you know, like for the views to put on.
Exactly. That's all y'all. That's all y'all.
Yeah, but I agree with Daddy though. On some gross shit, you put that.
Yeah.
But you can still have a flashback.
Yeah, so it's gonna come up.
You
But I know that when I asked that to put on one, and it was from females and all that, like y'all just knows y'all love drama. But I'm not for that.
I just
what
feel
I'm
like you got to stand on your integrity.
stand on the
And
table.
the people gonna come.
Drama,
And I know
people, the right
if
crowd
I ever
come.
get to a point to where I'm like the next big event and I want some attention, that's all this is for, to get your attention. And I got your attention.
Yeah.
I'm finna spend it. And I'm gonna spend it and I'm gonna tell you everything why I did this to get your attention.
Yeah.
So when I do, that might be the only time I decide to tell them that story, because that is gonna that's gonna stir.
Ain't nothing wrong with using little tactics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to reel them in.
Every hero got his origin story, baby.
Right.
Come on, man. Every hero got an origin
That's
story.
facts.
You've been there. Like you said, we let
Yeah.
it go. But you got a story to tell.
Yeah. And lastly, I just want to break down each episode, not too long, maybe a minute each. Look, man, first episode, like I said, it was Get Into Trouble. You know, a former friend and myself, just out here being young, stupid. And one of the first comments was like, so y'all robbed somebody on y'all way to a lick. Y'all, yes, sir. I'm not saying that it was smart, intelligent at all. It was very foolish of us. That's why I'm so against it now. It was so foolish, man. It was not the greatest. The greatest mistake I did was to put on, but like it was one of the worst mistakes I made in terms of what it led to for the next 10 years of my 8, 9, 10 years of my life. So we got ourselves up in there. That's the first episode. As I don't know if y'all noticed it, but there's a scene towards the end where a guy slid the gun under my seat. You know, then you see the police.
Yeah.
Whatever. So then the episode 2, you know, like I said, man, for me the big thing on that was supposed to be, I made my mother cry, and I said, bro, I'm trusting you with this. I'm letting you see my mother in a vulnerable state. Please make sure it's cinematic. He did that, and then he even surprised me again, because the next part was my head down in the jail hallway. I'm like, damn, that's a good scene too. That's a good shot too. So you know, it was so that first one was getting into trouble. The second one was saying like, man, I gotta deal with these consequences. I gotta accept it. I gotta really go be a man. I didn't get suspended from school and get picked up and go home. I gotta accept this. I gotta deal with it. I gotta face this like a man. Wow. And then you see us driving into prison and everything. And I was just fortunate, you know. I never got DP, never got stabbed, none of that stuff. You know, I was just, people used to tell me like, man, you're gonna be good, you know, you're gonna be, and I was like, you just never know. You know, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was scared in a way, but I was scared because I didn't know nothing but to act tough. You know what I'm saying? You know,
in a new environment.
yeah, man. And I lost so much weight in the county. Then by the time I hit the pen, and I was only in the county for a couple months, 3 months. And then by the time I hit the pen, just like, by the time a nigga see me like a year or two later, like, nigga, you fat. Nigga, you got, they're like, yeah, this is my real size, nigga. You know? So I was skinny, man. And then 3 was when everything changed for me. Episode 3. And when I put that D-Stall experience down and I started telling people about it, that was it. And that is when, that's the foundation for how I got to this point today, here talking to you fellas. So we go to 4, and I thought 4 was gonna be the biggest, most impactful episode because it's a story of getting out of prison, and it's so just like, for me, like I said, I was crying. Like the worst day of my life was walking into prison, and the best day of my life happens to be based around the same discussion, which is getting in trouble. So getting out of there, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, having a kid, getting married, getting $1 trillion, there's nothing that can compare to getting out of there with their freedom. And that's why I left that message. And I hope your dad get to see that day. I'm telling you. it would be nothing like it. I'm telling you, it's like euphoria. I'm telling you, like it's just like it's like getting shot and just like like it's like I'm telling you, man. There's nothing like getting out of there when you didn't know if you was gonna be able to, and then finally was that was watching it all culminate and saying, man, you know, we did it. You know, we left an impact on somebody's life. We left an impact, and then and now I got this kid, this baby. She's raising me, you know, and that's what it's all about. And that's my spiel.
Definitely, bro.
That's dope, bro.
We appreciate it, man. We appreciate you
man.
for allowing us to share your story and coming on here, bro, and just feeding the people, the masses, good work and showing us what redemption look like. You know what I'm saying? So you keep it up, dog.
Yes, sir.
Going
It's
crazy,
all
man.
love, bro. For real, man. Stay on it. Stay on top. We gonna stay in contact. In the meantime, the people, y'all follow D-Stall, man. D-Stall Experience. He got great things coming up. Non-profit, his events be off the chains, bro. He be having everything that he said, everything that y'all see in this animated series, it's really come to life. And this is really what it's like, man. So and y'all make sure, man, y'all tap in, y'all follow the Down and Diligent podcast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subscribe. We see the views, man, but y'all make sure y'all subscribe, man. Y'all gotta subscribe,
That's
man.
some follower count going
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Yeah.
Dad.
Most definitely, man. Y'all keep tapping in, commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, all that on the grab, man.
Work. I'm gonna
It's
Y'all
coming.
doing y'all
We
thing. Hey,
coming.
yeah, last I want to say this too. Yeah, so after I started receiving inquiries like, hey, can you come speak to my kids at this school in Austin, Texas? Can you come speak to my kids at this juvenile facility in Buffalo, New York? And your brother, like I said, he like, bro, go do that shit. Stop
You have
playing.
to.
Yeah.
So now
You
it's
have
like,
to.
Got
yeah.
to.
You have to.
Gotta
So-
expand, man.
You'll be
Yeah.
you'll just do disservice if you don't.
Yeah.
Guys.
So this year is I'm talking about like full throttle. I'm talking about like
Most definitely.
like I got an event coming up. I'm gonna announce it soon. I just gotta put the last little details together. I'm gonna do an event over there in the neighborhood, you know. And I got a big one. We're gonna do the big one in Bakersfield. I've been promising them that for like 2 years. And yeah, so I just want we open for speaking engagements, you know,
For you, I'm down and
and holding our integrity with that.
Most definitely,
know
man.
I'm down and diligent.
We out.
I'm down and diligent.